help. I think doctors and patients have to work together. People have to know what are the, as opposed to thinking that you are just some passive recipient, you know, a relationship between the client and the doctor, so that people are empowered to make decisions about their own health. You know, exercising becomes a lot more natural. Eating healthy becomes a lot more natural. If you understand why you're doing it, I think people have to be empowered in health. But beyond that, I also think health is empowerment. And I say so because it doesn't make sense as you get older to then realize that, first of all, most people are not going to pick up exercising late. Most people. It's normally part of a life cycle. And we really have to try extra hard with our older population to get them to work out, get them to eat properly, and those things. But also, we found as people get older, there are a number of people who are suffering from illnesses that are not necessarily as a result of being old. In other words, if you take better care of your bodies, then perhaps you wouldn't have these illnesses. It is not a good thing to be considered the amputation capital of the world. And a lot of our diabetes are because of lifestyle choices. A lot of our diabetes cases are because of lifestyle choices. A lot of our cases of blindness are unnecessary because of lifestyle choices. And once you become disabled in that way, then of course, then your chances, your capacity to be empowered changes. So I commend this effort because I think it is both. I think the relationship between the client and the patient in terms of health, in empowerment in health, and then of course the larger empowerment perspective is going to be critical. We can transform this country if we make the right choices. And of course, if more doctors were to have a kind of a social conscience, and the doctors who are associated with this project, and to try to take care of yourself. I must tell you my own personal story as I close. Before I was involved in politics, I used to get to the gym a lot, eat healthy and stuff. These days, it's very, very difficult, to be honest. And Emma is tormenting me about not, making those right choices. The pressure is too high, your sugar is a little too high, and those things. So just continue to monitor. I think perhaps government can help in making those devices more accessible so people can check the pressure more often, check the level of glucose in their blood more often, and those things. But those are important choices. And even for me now, I'm going to try a little bit harder, eat a little bit cleaner, get to the gym a little bit more, eat on time, which is very difficult. And so my stable diet right now is Coke and rock cakes. At Christmas time, to be honest, because I don't have time, it's that you're hustling all the time. You stop at a shop, you buy a Coke. I know that's terrible. So don't do what I'm doing because that has repercussions. So I'm confessing, hopefully that confession is good for the soul and that it changes my behavior. But I really want to commend all those who took the challenge. And many of you are here, right? Most of you did it. Did the challenge. Give yourselves a round of applause because that's amazing.